I'm so thankful you're alive. You're the joy of my sunshine.
We're making the best case for the guiltiest.
Get the fuck out of here. These motherfuckers. Damn. I think that's a
Man,
sign,
ask
nigga.
anybody, there are no benefits to abstinence.
Joy of my sunrise. Every time I see you smile, I know that everything is fine. Thank you, sunshine. I'm grateful, sunshine. This ain't the type of love you just come by. What makes me worthy to be blessed with love that only some find? So I treat it like it's one time, and I only see the left side. I smile at just the thought I'll see you at prayer as I breathe. And when it's sunshine. She knew it. She knew it, so you destroyed her. You blaming me for Marianne? Oh, I hope you're kidding. Marianne, you could have saved her anytime you liked. All she wanted was love. Hey, you were too busy. That's fine. Marianne in New York? Face it, you started looking a better deal on her the minute you got her. You liar! Flowers picked from my mother's LA house. Attached emotionally with my ex's LA spouse. To a chick that keep leaving my LA house. Where the real destructive burning trees are keeping concealed. Texas and real. Oh sweet Jesus, dreams. Sweet Jesus, in my mind. Playing keep understand. The perfect strand, the blue in the trees. Take you to another man. I call you when I'm rain. I just need my backpack. I just need my backpack. Know what's in my backpack. What's in my backpack? Where's my purple? Where's my purple? Where's my purple? Where's my purple backpack? Where's my purple backpack? Where's my purple backpack? Where's my purple? Where's my purple? Where's my purple backpack? Smoke with the edible still in my mouth. Beta, like the niggas out the south. Smelling funky, but I ain't letting it out. What a real and a Kentucky bourbon, please, brothers. Earn chills and a hustle of rings. No streams in the dreams. So deep, my mind, playing, can't understand. You're my emotion and that potion. She don't understand. Can't take the surfer, no purple. I just need my backpack. I just need my backpack. Know what's in my backpack. What's in my backpack? Where's my purple? Where's my purple? Where's my purple? Where's my purple backpack? She keeps saying I'm the man, cause of everything I am. But like I told you at the end, knew my face is up again. Third eye so wide, I can't see the whole plan. So high, oh my, how this bird get in my head? Nah, for real though, how this bird get in my head? This is just what I told him. So accomplished despite the comments. Went to college, got so much knowledge. Supported mama, said she the proudest, cause I couldn't do none of this shit without her. Said I wouldn't make it, but I rose regardless. Now I'm acting, rapping, and designing. That's to myself, cause the truth is common. Cause I just know they can't do shit about it. Still haters trying to drain me of my energy. Lie on me, to turn my friends to enemies. But I speak truth, so all my exes rest of me. So with no proof, that goes my memory. And I drink celery, so I got energy. Better not mess with me, I'm too high. Split much of the weed, got about a trinity. Going to divinity, I can't stop. So stop integrating. That's why you degenerating. You inspiring generations. Everybody getting blind for the celebration. Cause you know it's lit when you're making like time and overdid. So hard to let it that you own the shit. Cause there ain't no feeling like ownership. That's why hope exists. If you grow to bliss, you're down with the powers, so don't resist. That precious creation just don't persist. So let it be done, so that was rich. This is an MK production.
Yo, what's goody, family? Welcome to the Devil's Advocate with S. Anderson and Akron Watson, where we're making the best case for the guiltiest pleasure. Get the fuck out of here. Guess what she said? Wow. Damn. I think that's a
Man,
sign,
ask
nigga.
anybody, there are no benefits to abstinence.
Yo, what's goody, family? It's your boy Ace Anderson. I'm here with Akron Watson, the S.I.H.K brothers. We here with the Devil's Advocate, back for another week, baby. Another week. And today, the topic is, why now? Why now?
First of all, what's good? What's good with you, man?
What's good, son?
Man, why now? I feel like it's time to just we took some good looks at ourselves, right? Like we sat down long enough to be like, okay, what is it for real?
Yeah.
For real, for real. You know, we be busy doing stuff. We constantly busy.
Right.
So for a second, the whole world was going crazy and we was just sitting in the crib like this. Calling each other, texting each other. Meanwhile, your wife making money and you like, you just wait. I remember like 9 months ago, you was like, boy, you just wait till we finish this thing. I'm about to do this, this, and this. I was like, yeah, my nigga, yeah, let's do that. But and now and so
yeah.
and I'm here, you know what I'm saying? I'm here, I'm ready. I just got signed to S.I.H.K Brothers again. You know, it's my second time.
Right, new life, a new life. Rebaptized. Preach.
Yo, man, I went and formed Akron Watson Inc. for a little bit. It's still in operation.
Yeah.
You know, and then I signed under S.I.H.K Brothers. You know what I'm saying? we got signed, so
Right.
I got a deal, y'all. I got a deal.
Hey. Yes. Yes. But you also run the company. So like you run the label.
But you say also you got a piece of something else too, man. That's a blessing, bruh. Ain't nothing like ownership, you know what I'm saying?
Ain't no freedom like ownership, bruh.
Yeah. I think you said that.
Yeah. Yeah, you just heard that. You just heard that on So Accomplished. Bruh. I am so hype about this damn album, bro. I'm so hyped, dude. And honestly, like I was starting to feel real anxious, getting to that point of feeling nervous, and then we had our conversation yesterday. And once we both got back on the same page, because we talked maybe two weeks ago about it, and we got all the songs that we wanted to do, but we're two different people, and then we have separate lives, and so we start to think about the album separately, and then I'm thinking one direction and you're thinking in another direction, and because we're not talking, it's like I don't know if there's stuff that I'm missing, and maybe you don't know if stuff I'm thinking about, and then finally for us to talk again, get back on the same page, answer all the questions that we had for each other, and it's like, oh, okay, boom, like we're back on the path, we're doing it again, and like all the anxiety is gone, and now I'm just excited. You know?
Yeah, man. I think we were worried about music. I think we were worried about time. I think we were worried about a lot of things. And so I think yesterday was that point when we were like, okay, let's just sit down and listen to what we got. You know what I mean? And so I feel like we really listened to the album for the first time together.
Yeah.
You know, even though it was virtually. And I was in my crib rocking. I don't know about you, but I was in my crib like, oh shit. Okay,
yeah.
So. And you know, that was most of the album. You know, there was some. You know, I'm gonna be honest. There were some points where I was like, okay, I want to change this, and and how we make changes and still end up with that many songs is crazy. You know what I'm saying? Like the way we made changes yesterday, because we was cutting shit. Like, let's be honest, some of that shit is going on album too, because we was just like,
it's like let's just split this up. Let's split this up into two. Yeah,
I mean, cause but I mean, I'm excited, man, for people to just hear part one. You know what I'm saying? And I wasn't supposed to say that. My bad, bro.
Whatever. It's all honesty, bro. All honesty, and really only the real ones is going to know. You know, y'all get to be in the know right here on the Devil's Advocate show, right? That's the beauty of getting to check us every Monday at 10 p.m. Right? Making the best cases for the guiltiest pleasures. That's what we do out here. So, what I found really cool was to feel confident that we could not only like succinctly tell this story by cutting out songs, but we could also feel confident enough that we could build a whole other album with our material, and we haven't even created anything. Like you realize we haven't successfully put together a full storyline package like what we're doing March 16th. And we're already planning a second one. You know, but that's cool, man. That's so dope.
Yo, man. I'm glad you excited about it, nigga, because it looked like work to me. I'm like, oof, let's go. You know, I'm excited, man, to put that work in, man, because like the ideas that we are having, and like it's crazy too, because like we'll scrap an idea, or like not even scrap it, but like make an idea and just put it down, you know?
Yeah.
And come back to it and be like, oh shoot, you know what I mean? And like I've been doing that my whole life, and so to be able to do it with a partner, man, like a partner in crime, like that's what's about to be crazy. Is that because both our work ethics are so crazy too. It's like I can't wait till tomorrow. I'm already thinking tomorrow about how I'm gonna set my day up and how much work I'm gonna get done, and like you know how my weekend was. So like I'm just excited as heck.
Hell yeah, man. It's cool to be excited about our own stuff. And that's partly why I wanted to talk about this as a topic this week. Like, why now? Because, like, I feel like that's the question that I've had for myself, or I've had the opposite question for myself the last 10 years. Like, why not now? And then I just kept doing it, I kept not doing it, you know, and figuring out, oh, no, I can't do it now. I can't do it now. I can't do it now. And I think now, at this point, I'm at the place where I can't say no anymore. I can't say not. I can't make any more excuses. I've done all of the excuses. And and I still haven't fully committed to doing the thing that I want to do, which is create my own empire, my own artistic, creative empire.
Here is what I don't get about you, because your brilliance is only matched by your eyes for other people's brilliance, right? Like you always hooking up with brilliant people, right?
Yeah.
Anybody in the city who's smart is gonna end up fucking with your ass on some like business, you know? Because that's what you attract. So the fact that you have waited this long to invest in something that you know is good,
it's crazy.
I'm just here to ride the ride at this point, man. Listen, I'm just gonna be on every album until listen. I'm trying to be Robin, bro. I'm trying to be Robin.
You know?
I'm trying to sing hooks like Drake.
It's wild, man. Like I guess I was so concerned about not having the answers that I kept fooling myself into thinking that I still had more to learn before I could do the thing. Right? Like I need a better camera. I need to learn how to actually film. I need to learn how to write a storyboard. I need to learn how to animate. So if instead of learning how to do those things, which is going to take me as long as it took me, I could just get somebody else who knows how to do that to do it. But then the problem was that things would get lost in translation because I couldn't clearly articulate my vision so much that they would buy into it. In the way, especially because I have so many ideas, like it's not just one thing. Like you hear me, we're talking about an album and I'm talking about building an empire, right? It's just like we talk about starting real small.
And already got plans, but the plans are already in motion.
Right.
I mean? So that's really what's key.
What I found though is that overwhelms a lot of my partners, where they don't know what to do for me because I'm like, I need all of it. I need all the help. because I'm building this big thing in my mind. It's huge, and and as much as I want to like look at this really small portion, like I really have an aversion to being myopic. So like I end up looking at the whole big picture. I'm like, no, we got to see all of this and this and this and that. And then for them, they're like, oh, Ace isn't focused. He does, you know, he for a lot of people thought I wasn't focused because I was an actor, right? Like just being an actor, not focusing on graphic design, or being a graphic designer and not focusing on acting. You know, I just have always felt like people thought that I just didn't have focus, which in some way they were right. But it was because I was busy trying to learn everything that I wasn't able to be an expert at everything. And so they were catching me like always juggling everything, like trying to figure out, okay, I'm doing a little bit here and then I'm doing a little bit there. I'm doing a little bit there. But what they weren't seeing was that because I was doing a little bit in all of those places, I was actually doing everything at one time. And now, as I'm about to hit 30, I feel like I'm ready to be a Super Saiyan. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm in that mode. Like, okay, I've mastered this art form, and I've mastered that art form, and I've mastered this, and now I'm ready to.
I've seen it live, bro. I've literally seen you on your computer, and I ask you a question. You'll come do the shit for me, and then go back to your computer, nigga. I just be standing there. I be. You be done came in my room, did some shit. I didn't even know what the fuck you did to that track. I feel like you did. So now you produce, you mix, master. You gotta add that to your resume though, bro. I'm serious. Now you gotta start. I mean, you gotta do that. See, you're doing that now.
Yeah. So here's the issue with it, because I'm self-taught. I experience a little bit of imposter syndrome, right? Where I feel like maybe I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about, or I don't know what I'm doing, and I feel myself resorting back to that. Like when I was there, me and Gabrielle were talking about our like defaults when we're in sticky situations, and I always play the fool, you know, because that just helps me get past the information. Because if you play the fool, if I play the fool, then everyone gives you information, right? Like, because you want to help out the idiot. So I'm always quick to just be like, I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. And
It's the fuck.
But yeah, I'm always quick to, you know, to jump into that. And so that's a blessing and a curse, because a lot of times I do end up feeling like a fool. Like I really don't know what the fuck I'm doing. I don't know if I'm good at mixing and mastering, because I never was in a studio with with a professional to be like, oh yeah, this is exactly what you're doing. I'm just kind of doing what I've learned and watched over YouTube and, you know, my own little research. You know what I'm saying?
No, I feel you on that. I feel like that's a feeling that you push through. I've seen you push through that. So, you know, I know that you will, but like, man, be encouraged, bro, because honestly, people are wanting to be you all the time. There are people who are constantly telling themselves, I want to be like that. You know, I want to be full cylinder on everything that I want and master whatever I need to do in the process in order to get to it, you know, and then invest in the product that I'm creating. I promise you that sentence could be anybody's destiny and they would be fine with it. They would be proud of it. So nigga, just know that the more you lean into that shit,
yeah,
you're defying fucking gravity, nigga. You know, that's nigga, we are flying.
Yeah.
Nigga, the first time we get paid, we're flying.
Yeah.
We're flying. It won't even matter how much we get paid. We could get paid $10. It's like, man, I did that came from my fucking balls.
You came out of my balls, man.
You came out of my balls. What the fuck?
Yo. Oh shit. Oh shit! Oh shit! Ladies and gentlemen, you just heard the sound, so you know what time it is. It's time for the flavor of the week, baby.
Yo, it's the flavor of the week. It's the flavor of the week. Man, that girl is the flavor of the week, baby.
Yes. Flavor of the week is that moment of the show where Akron and I get to bless. We get to experience, we get to proclaim our blessings of being able to experience lovely women from all across the globe. And we get to bring up their Instagram. So, Akron, why don't you tell us a little bit about your flavor this week?
Man, my flavor of the week, I don't know a ton about. I'll admit that right now, because we sort of just met, but we actually did meet virtually. We haven't had a FaceTime meeting yet, but I'm looking forward to it. I would see her name on emails, on the internet or something, and be like, how do you pronounce that?
It's like 4? Is that 4? Is that 4? Is your name 4?
I didn't say that. Ace did. But also, I'm just going to be honest, when I finally got her Instagram after 2 conversations with her, and she was hot, I was like, wait a minute. Wait a minute. This woman is about to bring our work to the world. Help us bring our work to the world. Mm-hmm. She immediately started talking about thousands upon thousands of dollars, and I was like, yes. Speak to us,
please. That's what we need.
I feel like the second conversation, she said we were talking about a grant or something like that she was. Oh, hello. Her name is Eve. I've been calling her something different. But that's her with Erykah Badu, another Dallas favorite.
Yes.
Another Dallas favorite. Man, I do love beautiful women, but I love Dallas beautiful women like this. Man, is that what is happening? Why her skin so flawless like that?
Where they make those at?
Where that Dallas homeboy. Man, look at the city. Oh.
Yeah.
She's just standing out. I think is she a dancer or something, or does she dance, or like?
Yeah, she does it all. She's an artist, right? I know that she produces with I was hoping that it would say it on her Instagram, and I feel terrible because I'm so bad with stuff like this, with information.
No, me too. No, me too, man. But here's the thing: can we talk more about what she's doing? Can we talk more about Top Dog Underdog then? Like, let's talk a little.
Yeah.
So he's helping us with what are we calling this?
It's a pluvy.
Why did you do that to me? Why did you do that to me? You should have texted me that shit, nigga. You didn't have to say that shit loud. Fuck.
Nah,
okay. It's a play movie. It's a movie play. It's a movie play, basically, guys. And I don't know if you've ever seen it, but it's pretty cool. And it's even more cool when we fucking do it, because it's gonna be good. Like, it's gonna actually be good. And so I'm really excited about it.
I just want to do an instant replay of that one.
Oh my God. Is that how it's actually spelled? Is that real?
Oh my God. God. That's funny. That is funny, Edmund. Anyhow, but yes, so we are going to be presenting Top Dog Underdog this year, Akron and I. Whoop, whoop, and we'll let you guess which characters we'll be playing. But yeah, we're going to film it. It's gonna be super sexy, cinematic, but on stage, right on a set, stage set, and we'll make it look beautiful in all its ways, but stripped down. It's gonna be very simple, just so you could see us as actors, and see our ability to tell a story, man, to tell a 2-hour story.
Hey, yeah. I just turned in one of the greatest auditions of my TV film career.
Oh, yeah?
Yes, bro. I'm not stunted. I'm about to have a drink with it. Cheers to good auditions, y'all. Cheers, baby. Cheers to still doing good work after the pandemic. Let's go.
Hey, let's go, baby. Let's go.
Okay, speaking of good work, I saw your flavor of the week, and I just want to tell you that I want to tell you good work. Good work. Yes, that's very nice.
Yeah, my my flavor of the week is oh snap, hold on. Let me make sure it's pulled up here. Flavor of the week.
I was about to say that sounded really misogynistic. I feel bad. I was like, that's
what? Nice. It didn't sound misogynistic to me, but I guess I'm a man. So
I guess I'm a man.
I'm a man, so I have no right to speak on misogyny.
Hey, you know what we should redo, bro? We should redo fucking 2 snaps and a do. Did you remember that shit from In Living Color? Did you ever watch In Living Color?
No, but have you did I ever show you? Wait. No, I did watch In Living Color. Is this the one? Is this where Jamie Foxx was on? And he would play is it Bonquiqui? Wanda. And he like this.
Yes.
I can't even hold my lips like. Yes. Yo, see, I was about to talk about it. Yo, Vin talking about bring back sugar snaps. See, you got to see this. I don't know if you've seen sugar snaps, bro.
What is sugar snaps? What is?
I don't even know if I could bring it up, yo. I
don't know, because I like the name already, so I'm like, yeah, like pull it up.
All right, hold on. So
Sugar Snaps and Kelly Stamps, like that kind of rhymes a little bit, right?
Sugar Snaps and Kelly Stamps. All right, here we go. I'm gonna pull up. So here's a little gem. This is for all of y'all. If y'all really want to know about Ace Boogie. If you want to see Ace Boogie in some very questionable moments of his life, you can find some gems if you search in my YouTube A-Shot That channel. You will find some gems. I'm gonna take you to them right now.
Are you doing butt stuff, bro? Because I don't want to see it.
Well, I wouldn't be able to show it if that was the case. But here we go. So let me pull up my screen here. So here we are on my YouTube channel. And if you scroll all the way down, you'll get to a little video here called Homo Thugs.
Oh, my God.
And yeah.
Hold on.
Oh my God, bro. What are you doing?
Hey world. It's me. Puff to the Puff Nuffs. You already know how I go. And I'm representing for them gay homos out there. Already know. And you see me with the vision clearers out here. And I'm representing for all my gays. You already know. No, actually homo. Alright? Anyways. I just need to clarify something. Ain't nothing wrong with thug homos. If you a thug and you homo, that's what it is. And
That's
what?
true. That's honestly
Matter
that's
of
true.
fact, I need to just call upon one of my thug homos right now and let y'all know how I really go to him, okay?
He's calling
Sugar
thug
Snaps?
What?
Snaps?
What?
Get in here.
Shoot, girl, I gotta do my hairstyle.
Girl, you better get in here right now. You already know we gotta do this video. Anyways, okay.
I'm doing a little bit.
Oh my
You
god!
already know. Thug homos all day. Shoot. We represent for the gay homos out there that's thugging. You already
gay
know.
homos. How y'all doing?
And it ain't nothing. Cause we
Hey,
quick
Twan, how you doing? Okay.
we quick to bust in a minute.
Dog, quick to bust a motherfucker.
Get it.
Yeah.
Get
you
it.
already know.
And you already know. And we ain't playing.
We not playing. Not us.
Fashion is the statement.
Dog, fashion.
Fashion is the statement.
She is rocking the vision clearers. Okay.
You already know.
Dog, I like
You
this.
wanna see
I like. Now, just Vogue real quick. Vogue.
And
Vogue.
Bro, we had too much time on our hands, bro.
Vogue.
I don't even know what possessed us to do this.
And yeah.
Why is it so
Okay,
long?
okay,
bro?
Snap.
Why
What
is
you
there
got?
so
Alright,
much
alright, look.
left?
do it.
Yeah.
Do it. And 1, and 2,
Oh my
and 3.
god!
Snap. Bend over and snap. Oh, do it again. That's how we do. Just bend it. Okay.
Oh my god!
And what?
Oh my
And
god.
what?
Alright, shoot. That was
I
for you,
can't.
Twan.
I can't, bro. This
And
is
you
too
already
much.
know. For my boo boos out there, you see them in all those.
Oh my god!
Okay.
Who is this dude?
Yo, this is my homie.
Oh my god! Vincent, bring back Sugar Snaps. Oh my.
Oh
god.
my gosh, man. Wow.
A journey you've been on.
Yo, see, we was doing TikToks before TikToks was TikToks, son.
Wait a minute, son. 'Cause the ace I know was fucking 2 girls at a time. 2 girls at a time. You've been fucking 2 girls at a time since I known you. Like in college, for like the last 10 years, bro. Like you ushered me into the threesome era of my life.
Bro.
How did you go from that to wow? You have been on a journey, my friend. Man. Tell us a story. Tell us.
Oh shit, man.
Laughing.
Me and my homie, yo. My homie Aunt Tony from Dreyfus School of the Arts. He's my best friend in high school. And we were just like the class clowns, man, and we just clowning all the time. And I was always really like, I mean, I told y'all in the last episode, like I was always super comfortable with my sexuality. So like, you know, acting gay wasn't an issue. It was kind of funny, and you know, like and so we would you know, what was big back then? The photo booth on MacBook computers, right? Like photo booth, everybody loved people who had Mac computers, and I was fortunate enough to have a Mac. You know, very early on, I had a PowerBook like from 2007, but so we would always record videos on there. And one summer, Anthony stayed with me because we had both ran away from home. We ran away from our moms because we were mad. It was a whole thing, you know. We were teenagers, and we ended up living with my dad for a good while, for like 3 months, and during that time we were just bored, yo, like we would make stupid videos all the time that would never see the light of day. But for some reason I was like, this is funny, let me put it on my YouTube. I put it on Facebook. And then my costume teacher, Miss Williams, Penny Williams, yo, she fucking loved that skit, yo. She knew it from heart, backwards and forwards, yo. Like, she would always have us come and do it, like the costume lady, right? So we would, like, you know, take her costumes and like put on like pink hair or whatever, just walk around the class. And I mean, shit, like we get to goof off in class, right? Like, and we're getting an A for it. So we just chilling. Cause we're acting majors, but we're not costumers. So she didn't care if we weren't, like, you know, making designs. We were making the class go by faster. Everybody's fucking sewing, and we're walking around being Sugar Snaps and Puff Puff and whatever. So we made this. So we made this video, and yo, it just became a fucking cult classic in the school. We were clowning all the time. But yeah, man. So that which actually brings me to talking about Anthony and my S.I.H.K brothers, bro, and how the whole group started and what that is. I know a lot of people hear us talk about that, but you know, a lot of people don't know what that is, what it is. You know, you gotta be a real true fan to understand what I command. All right. Yeah, so you know, back in high school, I had this idea of creating a group of guys, like a group of my friends who were just really talented, and we could all do everything. Like, we could all work together, and we'd all have our own little skills, and we'd be able to foster them and build, and whatever that was, like, whatever you're talented at, you could do that. And so my friends in high school at the time was Vin, and he was a visual arts major, so he was an artist, but also Taekwondo master. And then Deontay was a dope ass b-boy, ballerina, like, just awesome. Like, he was great at all forms of dance. And then Anthony was dope at rap, and and so we wanted to form together a group. So I started this. We came up with a preliminary name, and it was actually called Alpha 2 Delta V, which was Adam, Anthony, Deontay, Vin, which is Alpha 2 Delta. That was like the core name, you know. That was what it's going to be based off of. And then when we were making, like, I kept telling people about it, and, you know, I would tell my dad what it was. He'd be like, "What? Alpha what? Alpha 2 what?" And I'd be like, "Whatever, Dad. I'm gonna change the name and find a better name or whatever." And so, what was really big was MySpace. Like, you on MySpace, you could have your, like, little monikers that was, you know, you could have your letters, so it would be, you know, Ace Anderson, you know, parentheses UMAD, you mad, and, like, my group is you mad, like, you know, we the you mad group. And so everybody would put that on their thing. And so me and one of my homies, Corey Lowndes, who was another dope rapper.
Wait, I'm sorry. Alpha 2 Delta V. Right?
Yes.
All right, cool. Keep go ahead.
And then my homie Corey and I were coming up with a new moniker, because now Corey was involved. You know, it wasn't just Adam, Anthony, Deontay, Vin. You know, like, we got
Alpha 2 Delta V.
Yes, no more.
Delta V, C+.
Exactly. You know, we got to add more letters. So then it was like, okay, let's come up with something that's like a play on words. So we were like, let's come up with, we're sick, you know, we're like, cool, we're the S.I.H.K brothers, you know. And so that's where it started. That literally right there. It was like Sick Brothers. Then we spelt it all cool, S.I.H.K, right? Like, instead. And so the S.I.H.K stood for Seriously Ill Hard Knocks. That was
My favorite episode. This is anything else. Episode 9. Hey, episode 9 is my favorite episode.
Oh shit. Oh my god. So then we had so then that went on. It was, yes, and then came all the issues of people being like, trying to get me down. Like, they didn't see the vision. I'm trying to tell people, like, it's like, what's the mission? The mission is about brothers, we getting together and making art. Yeah, exactly. Seriously, individual hard knocks, and then as I started to develop, right? Like, what am I, 16 at this time? 16, 17. And so as I'm starting to get older, I'm getting more sophisticated. And so I changed the S to mean sophisticated, individual hard knocks. Because I started to see, like, okay, we're a group of individuals, and it's about community, and it's about teamwork. And so it became about this, sophisticated individuality. And then as I graduated, that stayed the name for a while, and we would make music under that name, and we would produce events, and we'd host parties all the time. We threw so many parties, man. And we charged, like, we made money, and we like started a business and put it in the bank, and like actually did stuff, and so that was cool. And then then when I went off to college, I kept it all going, kept the idea going, and I wanted to start it in the school, because I had this idea, like, I was like, oh, a fraternity, that would really make it official, like turn it into we have a code, and we have a system. And I was always seeking structure, because I had the vision, but I never had the structure. And that's part of what I've been learning over the last 30 years, or the last 20 years, I guess, in terms of focusing on this mission in particular. But it's like trying to figure out how to get the structure behind it, and hearing people's critiques as I bring up the name, and how, as I, start to, get people to subscribe and onto the idea. Because really, honestly, the idea involves everybody, man. Like, that's the real dream. It's like, this group, this organization, the Striped Heart, what it's evolved into is about unity. It's about humanity. It's about all of us being able to have a place here, have our purpose, find what we're supposed to be doing. Because the idea is, if you join Sick Brothers, if you join the Society of Individuality, Honor, and Knowledge, which is what the name evolved into, and now still stands to be, once you subscribe to that mission, you are also recognizing your own place, your own purpose, your own ability. Like, you actually have value, because you're getting to do what you love to do. You're getting to do what you want to do in your life, and it's benefiting the whole. Like, what's better than that? Like, that's what life is truly all about. You want to be able to do what you love to do, do the thing that makes you whole. And just so happens that very thing makes the rest of the world whole as well. And like, isn't that so fucking beautiful? If we could all do that, then we wouldn't have to fight about shit. We wouldn't have to argue. We wouldn't have to worry about life. We could just trust each other, because we're creating in a place of of unity. We're creating from a place of trust. We're creating from a place of like the same way that you and I create, act like it's that ability to just say, I trust your vision just as much as you trust my vision. And both of us trust the highest vision above our own. Because it's not about you, it's not about me, it's about the vision. It's about what we're trying to create at the end of the day, the story that we're trying to tell. And there's a beauty in like not like in there's a beauty in putting your all into something and then not expecting anything in return, because that gives you the most. Like then you get everything in return because you're not expecting anything. So everything is a blessing. That's really cool about this entire group. So that's a long evolution from sugar snaps, to now what we're doing here, and the profundity that we're bringing to our ability to tell a story together, Akron. Like what we can do now, based off of everything we've learned over the last 10 years of you and I knowing each other, and in the last 20 years of us building our own careers. All of that now can like really come together properly. It's like a laser and a diamond actually coming together right where they should, to make a beautiful, beautiful work of art.
Yeah, yo, man, I'm sitting up here thinking about this reality freaking show. You know what I'm saying? And like I'm trying to make that work for everybody that we know. You know what I mean? Because like we know so many great artists that come in and out of our lives, and they call us or text us or send us a little message every now and then, or like we hit them up and work with them for 5 or 10 minutes or an hour or two or whatever. And like, if anybody's interested in my life, I'm like, really? I know so many cool ass people. My life feels so fucking cool, But I think that comes from like, really my parentals, you know what I mean? Like, I really feel like you were blessed to have that sort of like bond with those type of men, you know what I mean? When you were talking about it, I was thinking about freaking poverty. I was thinking like, hey, why don't people chase their dreams the way that we have? It made me think about freaking poverty. I was like, it's because they poor. It's because they're poor, and so they end up having to do what they have to do instead of doing what they want to do.
Yeah, like there's a huge benefit to not having to submit to your biology 24/7. Right? Like when you're hungry, when you're actually hungry, you can't think about anything else. And so when you're trying to think about when you're hungry and you got to think about raising your kids, you got to think about you got to think about going to work, you got to think about your job, and you don't have time to eat. You don't have time to nourish yourself. So then you're eating fast food or you're eating whatever is available, and that's just enough to get you to the next thing. It's not enough to get you to like just sit and be like, wow, I can enjoy and just listen to like, what the fuck do I want? Where do I want to go next? Right? I was really blessed as a child to just have the time. My parents would just leave me in my room with my Legos. I had a computer with Roller Coaster Tycoon and Sim City, and I had a Sega. I could play any game that I wanted. My room was I could just create. I could do what you're supposed to do as a human. Just like think about whatever the fuck you want to do and do that. That's what I was able to do. And when my parents got divorced, the rest of my life was about how the fuck do I get back there to that place where I can be in a room by myself and create like I used to, it just get to just build whatever the fuck I want is at my fingertips. And so I've always known that was a huge benefit, to just be able to to have time to yourself. Like that's what made me creative. A lot of my friends, they didn't have time to themselves. And the school that I went to, I lived far away. I lived in the acreage, which is like a wooded area of town, with where like the houses, you can't really walk to everybody's houses. You know, everything is far away, and then my school was 2 hours outside of where I lived. So when I would go home, I was by myself, nigga. Like I was not hanging out with people. School was where the cool people were. So I would love to be at school. But when I was home, I would just create on my own, yo. And then when I was at school, that was the time to like start to get into trouble and get into mischief. But I couldn't get into mischief at home. There really wasn't much to do except for create and build. And thankfully, my mom was into computers, and I had the internet at my disposal, and I understood technology, and I was integrated with technology. In a way that a lot of people aren't. Like I just knew how to use computers, so that wasn't ever an issue. And a lot of people today don't know how to use a computer, and that, I mean, if you don't know how to use a computer, you're not gonna make it through the next 10 years, man, because the next 10 years is going to be all digital. You know, you're gonna get left behind if you're not on the wave of technology. And so I was really fortunate to have that and be able to build. And so I think that the main thing to solve in order to get people to follow their dreams is to be able to solve the issue of hunger. And I think that can be solved through plant-based through plant-based cooking, and teaching people how to actually, that they actually have the resources to be able to eat healthy and eat in a sustainable way that's not only sustainable to the earth, but sustainable for their brains, for their bodies, to keep them going and to be able to build, right? Like you want to have enough, you want to be nourished enough that you can have a vessel to create from. But like you can't create from yourself if you're empty. If you're filling yourself with junk and crap and you're not eating properly, then you have nothing to create from. You can't create. So yeah, it's all about food, and that's why I'm really proud to say that Gabrielle's company is doing so well, and having planted that seed and watched it grow into the tree that it's growing into, is really, really awesome for everything that we're creating, Akron, because you know, you and I are creating something very, very artistic and something that's really going to feed people's souls and spirits. And I think that Gabrielle is feeding people's bodies, right, and healing people's bodies, and we need that. We need both of those things. And so I'm really, really excited about the next steps of everything that we create, because after the album, we do Top Dog Underdog, then we do Blackout, then we do Penny Candy, then, you know, we're off doing whatever the hell else that 2022 brings. But yeah, man, I'm just super excited about all of the stuff that we're doing, because I think it's really going to change the world.
I don't think we can talk about 2022 because I want to talk about DWB just real briefly. 4 guys in the car and driving while black and cross country road trip.
Yeah.
And reality television.
Hell yeah.
And I'm going to have 8 streams of income. And y'all still sleeping. And
yo, I think this shit is finna pop soon, bro. Like, real talk, like just even seeing the way that people are engaging today, you know, seeing how people have been engaging with us over the last week, and hearing people excited about the album, you know, constantly asking us about the album. That means people are listening, right? People are tuning in, and that means we're building a platform. And once that platform is truly like cleaned up, once we get those, we just need like 100 people, 100 good, strong followers. Those people to keep posting, sharing. I'm telling y'all, yo, those 100 people, you 100 people, right? Post, share, talk about it, like repost, tweet us out, like go to our YouTubes, comment, do all of that right now. That's what we need. That's money for us. Go stream Orangutan right now. Go to ashothat.com and you can find all of our content. It is all there, ladies and gentlemen. I made it all there for you. I've spent countless hours slaving over this website for y'all to be able to find this stuff. This is for y'all. It's not for me. It's for y'all.
This is for y'all.
So go check it out. Orangutan is out right now. It's going to give you a really nice teaser for what we're releasing, and you'll be able to get tickets right now for our album release party happening March 16th at 7 p.m. CST. It's super dope. Why don't you tell them a little bit about what they can expect for the album release party?
Oh my God, man. Okay, a host. What's the host name? What's that cat's name?
88 Killer.
88. So I'm excited about him because he's hella funny and hella entertaining. I shouldn't be the person to talk about this, bro. Like, you should talk about it. Tell him.
I mean, just like I'm just talking about what we excited about. Ain't no real. You don't gotta give them the specifics.
I'm pressured. I feel a little pressured. You know, I'm excited, but at the same time, I'm like, oh my God, what time is it? So, you know, we gonna get to the finish line though. But nah, you know, honestly, at the end of the day, bro, like, we're gonna perform. We're going to play the album. We're going to have people there. Wonderful people will be in the building. I mean, it's all going to be virtual, but it's also going to be live streamed, and we'll have a few people there or whatever. But, like, you know, it'll be live, and you'll see the comments. It's going to be so much fun. And yeah, we're like really planning a lot of stuff for you guys.
Yeah, yo, it's all for y'all. It really is, man. So don't sleep on it. Don't sleep on it. We giving you gifts now.
I feel like I'm the art guy. Like, I don't feel like I'm the guy to like be like, hey, come to the show. It's gonna be great. I'm the guy who's like,
right. So he's the mysterious artist on the side, like. Yeah,
sitting in the back.
It's cool, guys. I guess you should come see it. You know,
that is, you know, for real. Like, people look at me, I'll be like meek, hella humble, like, oh my God, did I get in? And then, you know, like, for real. I'm not trying to be that guy, but like, honestly, like, I am not a salesman, man. I just want y'all to come. And the reason I want y'all to come is not just because we're working hard. Oh my God, we're working so hard on it. Like, no, it's really dope. Like, it's actually dope. Like,
yeah, man.
I was dancing to it before the show came on, not just because, you know, oh, it's my music, but like, it jams to me, and I don't listen to it. And then when I come back to it, I'm like, oh yeah, this jams.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I'm not just listening to it to be like, oh my God, just let me touch myself. And Ace knows that I'm like, you know, bro, like, I'm super
hypercritical.
Hypercritical. I end up adding way too much to songs. Ace is always deleting stuff off songs. He's always like, we should let the beat ride.
Yeah, man. But that's the balance, man. That's the balance we bring.
Yeah, yin and yang, and we're gonna bring all that to that performance / party. It's gonna be a party.
Yeah.
Like, don't let me downplay it. It's gonna be a party. It's an album release party.
It's my 30th birthday. Hell yeah, it's gonna be a party, motherfucker.
Okay. It's also a king's birthday.
Yeah, man.
So we gonna make sure we put the crown on you. You know what I'm saying? That evening. So
Word.
yeah. So yeah, man. But the night before that also is gonna be hype.
Yeah. Yeah, man, because the night before, we are bringing back. I need to, oh, wait, here it goes. We are bringing the Sick Brothers back. The Sick Brothers are coming back. We're doing a reunion March 15th. So get ready, y'all. March 15th at 10 p.m. CST. You will be here with me, Akron, and our 10 original Sick Brothers.
Damn,
Sick
man.
Brothers! Yeah, exactly. Do they all get Nikes too?
Yeah, man, we all gonna have some. I'm gonna end up cause I'm the hype beast. I don't know if we got any other hype beasts in the group. Like I can't wait for that to be the thing. Me,
Yeah.
me and the other hype beasts connect and we on some Jordans, we off in the wind. Y'all like, we chilling. We like, nah, man, it's a convention right down the street. Cause yeah, nah, man, I'm so excited to reconnect because I feel like I kind of connected a couple years ago. So
Yeah, well,
yeah.
what's cool is that not every one of the Sick Brothers has met each other physically. So what's cool is like we each know like 5 of each other. I'm the only one that knows everybody and I've met everyone. But what's cool is like if you talk to one person, they might know 4 or 5 of the other guys, but but they don't know the other 4. They don't know the other 6, and so it's gonna be cool to finally get everybody in the same Zoom call, for us to all talk and talk about what's been going down over the last 10 years. And I'll be showcasing some of our old content, all of the shit that we used to make a long time ago. So be ready for that. We'll have some commentary on that. I'll be introducing each one of them, letting you know what it is that they do. There'll be more details about that we'll post about next week, because our topic next week is going to be about the Sick Brothers, and telling telling about the story of us and what we've been doing over the last 10 years. And then that'll give you a nice little introduction so that you're ready to meet the guys, meet the fellas, all on March 15th, 10 p.m. And that'll be to bring in at midnight. We will be releasing the album, the Devil's Advocate album will be released at midnight, March 16th. So it'll be perfect right at the end of the show as a way to celebrate my 30th birthday and all of the stuff that Akron and I are working on this year. I'm super excited. Doesn't even cover it. Like I need to find a better word than excited.
Devastated. I like
Devastated. I am not devastated.
I got you to say it twice, so I feel good. I feel good in that. I don't really know what you should say, but here's what I'm gonna say. Everything that we're doing is so good and positive and from the heart, and just I love to be attached to things that are well thought out and aren't just about like hype. You dig what I'm saying? Like hype is cool, like let's get to some depth and substance and like man, I'm just, we need to talk more depth and I hung out with a polyamorous girl over the weekend.
How was that?
Interesting.
All right.
Yes. She offered to be my nest wife.
What does that mean?
She wants to live with me for free, basically.
What? and her payment is what?
Exactly. Anything that you could possibly think would not be good enough, right? Correct. Other than rent, other than just rent.
Yeah, just rent. Pay rent, and then you can live here for free.
Exactly. Pay rent and then you can live here for free. Now, you know, of course, she offered. It was the offer was like, I mean, and being polyamorous means that she can nest wherever she wants. And so she tells me that she's coming to hang out with me Saturday night, right?
Mm-hmm.
I'm telling all her business right now.
It's all
Live.
good.
You say it's all good.
It's all good, sir. You didn't tell us a name. We don't know no names. So we don't know who this person is.
We don't know the name.
I don't know. I don't know her from Adam.
I'm so used to just talking to you by yourself.
Exactly. That's the beauty of this show, man. For
It's
all
the
of y'all
wine.
listeners,
It's the
man.
2 bottles. I had 2 glasses of wine.
Yes.
Oh my God. I done told you this girl stuff live on the air. Live. Okay. I want to finish this story too because it's good. It's a good one. So she comes over Saturday night and she just wants to hang and like, you know, you and I have been talking about be friends. Be this girl's friend. Like, I'm not even attracted to this woman, man.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not attracted to this woman. And if she's watching this, she's just now finding that out. So her coming over was strictly her coming over was strictly about damn. I just thought, man, she might have had COVID.
Dog, you better get yourself checked, nigga. Cause you coming over here.
I was just trying to say hi to the girl, man. This is what she did. I was just trying to say hi. I thought she was just gonna stop through for a second. She said she had plans, man. She told me her plans got canceled and asked me could she stay the night. And I was like, what do your plans being canceled have to do with you staying the night? And she, you know, she was just like, oh, you know, I just thought maybe I could just hang and we could just chill. And I was like, and I should have just.
Didn't you just meet her?
Nah, I've known her for years.
Oh.
Nah, I've known this girl for years. Like, that's why I thought it was just gonna be a hot because it's just high and by. What's up? Yo, hey, yo, good to see you. Bye. Like, she's like a person I've known in the industry, and I used to be attracted to her, but like now I'm not attracted to her. So I thought it was gonna be high and by, and it wasn't high and by.
What was it, Akron?
She stayed the night, and like she told me her whole story. She told me her life and everything, and like, man, polyamory is a lifestyle, bro. That is a lifestyle choice. That is the thing. You know what I mean? Like, and it's then the whole, the whole like community has a like I can't even. I'm afraid to speak on it because as we start to talk about it, anytime I just like said any little piece of knowledge that I knew about polyamory, she like got like not defensive, but like she educated me. Like, I wanted to make this show about polyamory, honestly, after talking to her, but like it was hours of conversation.
What was she like? Yeah, give me. I would love to hear more about it. Like, I wanna.
I mean, for instance, they have phrases for what marriage is to certain people, and like what monogamy is. They have non-monogamous. Monogamous heteros, it's all these different terms for we consider to be like marriage or like a one person committed relationship. Um, so they don't believe in that, but they do believe in love. And so love is like, you know, amorous, you know, it's the amorous part.
Mm-hmm.
But meaning that they can love many people, so they have different relationships basically with different people.
Right.
And so nesting is like a term that they use to describe someone who is living with a partner, but they're still polyamorous. They're still able to see who they want to see and do what they want to do, but they don't have
But they don't have a home on their own?
they don't have like, yeah, basically she was homeless, I guess. I don't know. I don't even, I guess, man. I guess she was on a fucking journey, you know? It was crazy, man. Like, I thought she was just gonna come say hello, bro.
Yo, see, I don't. That's why I don't really get down with all the like the labels of it, man. Just because it all starts to get confusing and wild and what and who's what and what's who and like what I liked about what me and Gabrielle have is like we just said we wanted to exist together. Like that's the baseline. Let's just exist together. You and I, we're going to agree that life would be better off for both of us if we remained in each other's. And from there, like that's a pretty simple rule, right? Like it doesn't have to go any further than that. Like I don't care if you sleep with somebody, if you kiss somebody, if you whatever. Like I would just rather you be in my life forever. And then you can kind of reorient your thinking. Like, okay, so it doesn't matter where I go or what I do, but there's always this attachment that I will forever have with this person because I've agreed to exist with them. Like existing is the bare minimum that you can do with somebody because you already do it. You do it by default. So by agreeing to do it with somebody, you're saying like, hey, if we cross paths, that's okay. And what happens when you do that is like you kind of rewire your brain to say, I always have a person that it's okay if I cross their path. And that's good because I need people whose paths I can cross because then I can connect with them. And I need people to connect with because I can't go through life alone. And I can't go through life alone because I will die very quickly. So to have somebody who I always can know that I can always cross their path. I can always be in their presence and things are going to be okay. Mm-hmm. Like that's a baseline. That means you really love that person. Regardless, it doesn't matter. Like regardless of whether or not we're having sex or if we're you know we're friends, we're family. It doesn't matter. Like I love that person because I'm willing to be in their presence. That's a baseline. That means you really love them. And so when it comes to existing allows you to befriend someone. And when you befriend someone, then you can say, I know that we have this bond of trust. So it's beyond just existing. Like existing means that I'm going to be me and you're going to be you. Right? Then so we're both going to be true to each other. Then you have the level of trust. Right? That's where you befriend someone. You build a trust. We like I know that you're gonna be the person that you say you are, and you know that I'm gonna be the person that I say I am. And then outside of that, it's like who cares what happens, really? Like, I know that I'm with you. And like, once you have one person to do that with, it's like, wow, like I got the best person. It just makes your life simple if it just can be one person. You could split that up into several people, right? Like there was a time where I thought that Gabrielle could be my only friend and that is sufficient. But like, no, Gabrielle's not a guy. I like hanging out with guys, right? So in some aspect that I can't get that same guy, like ask that same sort of experience with her. So I need to find that in somebody else. So I build other friendships and other bonds and other connections. When it comes to but when it comes to like making sure that is does that have to be sexual if I bring that outside? It doesn't have to be, but it could be, if I wanted it to be, and that becomes a choice thing. But just because I choose for something to be sexual outside of the person that I've agreed to exist with for the rest of my life, I know that I've already chosen one person that doesn't affect my choice by making this decision to go and hang out with this other person or entertain this other person. Like that's not going to change my connection, my bond. So when it comes to labels, man, it starts to confuse everything and kind of make you like you gotta start to learn like, oh, I gotta learn the rules and what am I supposed to be and who am I supposed what am I supposed to act like, and am I allowed to do this, am I allowed to do that? Like, that doesn't
there were
matter.
so many terms.
Nah, man, I can't get with all the terms, all the new stuff we gotta learn. Nah, simple, man. I want it simple. I want my friendships to be simple. I want my relationships to be simple, because life is too complicated, yo. Life is already so fucking complicated. Let's just make it simple by saying, hey, I'm going to be honest with you, and I'm going to trust you, and I'm going to be patient with you. And then whatever else happens from there, like, like at least we can weather the storm if we got those three things. But if you want to complicate it because you want to play a puzzle game every time I have to, introduce myself to you. Oh, this is my third wife, twice removed. But also she nests at some points, and she's also a reverse, but I also am a hetero binary 2x4. Right? Like, what the fuck? I don't want to speak in code every time I have to introduce myself. I just want to say, hey, this is my wife. This is somebody I'm in love with her. And it's simple, just like that. So when it comes to all of the polyamory, etymology, terminology, whatever you want to call it, I ain't with it. It takes all the fun out of it. Like, sex is supposed to be fun, yo.
Yeah, that's how it ended up feeling. It ended up feeling like I was staying with the sex. I was staying with a sex psychologist all of a sudden. And so I got really like scared that she was like trying to manipulate me. So I had a lot of questions. I mean, luckily she was really forthcoming, and like it was fine. Like the fact that she was staying was fine because she asked me or whatever. But like I did get an education though, and it, like I said, it sort of like felt like I was staying with a psychologist, and like I had so many like questions and yeah. Anyways, she definitely wasn't any more attractive after that conversation. I want you to know I successfully spent time with the girl and did not have sex with her.
Hey, yes. Shit, man.
And I know that's what guys are supposed to be able to do. So, I was like, I can do this. And
that's good, fine. Man. How do you feel as a result?
like I should have been doing this 15 years ago rather than constantly turning my female relationships into sexual relationships.
Yeah, man, that's hard. It's hard to learn as a guy, like, because you're so used to wanting to find. You want to find that thing. I mean, we get taught the story of Adam and Eve, especially as young Christian boys. You know, you get taught that story, and you start thinking like, I guess I gotta find that person, and I gotta be with somebody, and then everybody's, oh, boyfriend and girlfriend, and you know, and you got a girlfriend? You have a girlfriend, Akron? Do you got a girlfriend? Do you got a girlfriend? Then like now you got a girlfriend, like you gotta be a man. You trying to be like, yeah, I got my girl here, you know, like I'm a man. Like then you start thinking like you need to have a girlfriend, and you're not somebody unless you have a girlfriend. Like you're not really a guy if you don't have a girlfriend. You start to just feel like I need my person, and then you're hanging out with all of these friends, you know, who are girls, and you're like, yo, like let's be fucking. Why don't you just be my girlfriend? And they're like, no, I don't want to be your girlfriend. Why we got to turn this into sex? Like, can't we just be friends? I'm like, nah, yo, because I need a girlfriend in order to be a man. That's the trick. That's the lie.
Yeah, bro. Well, yeah, like we all go through it. I'm still going through it as we speak. You know, so a part of it is me like feeling like, oh man, I need to be attached to a woman to have that sort of like partnership and bond. And to be honest, like the women that I like are floaters, man. They're floaters because they're so in tune with themselves and so personally creative that they really don't have time for what I learned to be the normal sort of relationship. You know, you are blessed in the sense that you've met somebody and you're able to create a bond as y'all grind together.
Yeah.
For me, like I meet women on the grind and they're in my life and then they're out my life, and it's no, you know, like it's never any like, because they're successful, bro. Like she's also a musical theater artist. She's also an acupuncturist. Like she's also like a dope, you know, like singer, like dancer. Like she creates content. Like she's a comedian. Like she, you know, like I'm not just talking about no fly by night person. So but she is a fly by night person because she was only in town for like 3 days, and then she's gonna be in this city, and like then she's gonna be here, and like she's just traveling and doing her thing, you know.
Yeah, you know what who you just described is Aphomia Alamesco, yo. Like real talk.
Oh my God,
bro. Like honestly, my experience with Aphomia was exactly that, bro. I felt like I was looking for what I have now, what I found in Gabrielle, but Aphomia was so elusive. She was so in her career, she was trying to find herself. And what I realized is that because I wanted to, I was impatient, because I was so impatient and wanted to turn the friendship into something romantic. I was like, I really wanted it to be romantic. I did not allow us to just be friends. Like I couldn't allow it. Something about it. It's like it felt wrong to hang out with her and not be romantic with her. This is an insult. You know, like I don't know. It just to be with somebody so beautiful, so just like, wow, you could be my wife. Like that energy. And like, and to feel like I'm just squandering it by we're just friends, like we're, you know, and it sucks that men feel that way, you know, and I'm sure there's women that feel that way as well. I'm sure that everybody has felt that way in some way, that like the person, the apple of their eye, is is not interested, and it feels like you don't really understand why. Like, why does it have to be friends? You know, like, why does it have to just stop here? But it sucks that we experience that, you know. But the reason why it is because I believe we're meant for one individual. I think we're meant to be like, we're meant to find our teammate, so to speak. And not to say that that is only one person in one aspect, because like you and I, Akron, we're teammates in a lot of ways. Like, I think in terms of creative partners, I think we have a very, very strong bond that I think is capable of lasting a lifetime. And and I also have that same type of a relationship with my wife. So it's possible to have that with multiple people. But I think that there has to be a hierarchy for people. Like, you have to recognize your life as like you're the king in your life, and you have a queen, and you have bishops, and you have knights, and you have, you know, you have rooks, and you have the entire gamut of you have pawns, right? And which thankfully now in today's world, we can have pawns be technology, right? Our pawns, our pawns are the fact that we have AC. We don't have to have a person fanning us, right? Like, in order to stay cool. So you, when you think of your life as a chessboard, which we've talked about on this show before, you can start to place those people in your life and realize, like, you're allowed to have those connections. You're allowed to have multiple lifelong bonds, right? Because you can have those lifelong bonds with your knights, with your bishops, right? You can have those lifelong bonds with various players in your life. But there has to be a hierarchy, right? There's only one queen, and whether you take that queen to be male or female for you, you know, if you're, you know, gay or straight, it doesn't matter. That doesn't matter. You have your king in your world, right? You're son of God, right? Your king, your king potential, and then you have a queen. Your queen is your Eve, that's your partner, that's your life, your mate, whatever that's the person that should be your primary sex partner. And because in sex, getting a primary sex partner is really important because sex is really complex. There's a lot that is involved in sex, and you want to get that thing right. You want to really make sure you're getting that right with the right person. And it's just, sex is too complicated to do with a lot of people and get right. Like, you want to get it right with an individual, because then you can because when if you get sex right with one person, then they learn your body in such a way that makes it's almost like your body is their body. You know, it really is. It becomes it's a uniting. Like, I mean, and obviously I'm thinking about the progression of my wife and I's sexual relationship. Like there was a unity and a trust in the beginning when we first had sex, but now, like, we know each other so well that that sex with anyone else it can't help but be subpar, because we've learned each other's bodies so well. I mean, think about it. You masturbate, right? So if you masturbate long enough, you start to learn yourself so much that it doesn't even feel good anymore, because you're doing it in the same way. You already know that way, and then it's just like, and you can get old. But but the beauty of having it from another person, it never gets old, yo. if you explore that in the right way, it's like the fact that you understand what each other, like what gets each other to that place. That's a connection that is unmatched. And you don't want to do that. You don't want to have that type of connection with a lot of people, right? You want to have that with one person. And that's the importance, especially because of the dangers of what having sex with multiple people can bring. And that's just a whole other can of worms. But that's the importance of having your queen, right? Your partner, your Eve. Whether you're male or female, that's what you have. You are the king, and then your queen moves around the chessboard, right? Your queen, you survey as conscious king. You stay in your place while your queen goes out and does the dirty work. Oh, shiza. But yeah, man, polyamory makes everything complex, and I like things simple. Simple as a chessboard.
That's cool, man. That's cool, man. I'm happy that you're in that place, man. I'm glad you got a chance to express where you are right now. Look forward to hearing more about what's going to be happening in your life. I feel like I might have had that bond once or twice, or 6 or 7 times, or 13 times. So I'm so glad that you're in that space right now, man. Get it, fucking get it, yeah, do it. Fucking have that fucking marital sex, man. Do it. Yeah.
Yo, son. I say all of that to say that I'm really proud of you, man, for holding down the friendship game, man. It's not because I really started off by talking about how aphomia, like that was the lesson that I didn't learn. I feel like if I was able to maintain a friendship with aphomia, that maybe it could have turned into a relationship that could have lasted a long time. Like a romantic relationship that lasted a long time. Obviously, we're still great friends, but
obvious.
Obviously, very obvious.
So obvious. So obvious that she wouldn't even flirt with me. All she would do was be your friend. Be your friend all night. I love you, Ace.
Yo, I honestly love that girl, man. Like it's like she can do no wrong in my book, man. It's yeah. She's an amazing individual, and I'm excited. Like honestly, doing that TikTok was so dope with y'all. Like it just felt like right. Just felt right.
I think I'm gonna give her like 6 months, and then I'm gonna holler at her after you know what I'm saying? Like after like I pop, I'm gonna give her like 6 months to just watch me shine. And then I'm gonna slide on her. I'm gonna slide on her, and I'm gonna let you know exactly how it goes.
See, you over there playing as long as you feel like it's not a game. Because if you start playing games,
I'm trying to wife her, boy. What?
Yeah.
They know. Shoot.
They know.
If you seen that video, y'all know I'm trying to wife her up. I'm gonna give her 6 months to see me shine, because then that'll give me time to like grind. I'm gonna do my thing, being in the streets. She gonna see me out there like, hey, Akron, what's up, phone me the homie. Ah. Bro, I speak stuff into existence, bro. I know.
Bro, I'm ready, son. I'm ready, bro. You know what's crazy, dude? You know what's crazy? Back when you were telling me you were gonna try abstinence, and I was like, bro, you gotta manifest your queen. You gotta manifest your queen, bro. You gotta manifest your queen, and do it. If you practice abstinence, I promise she'll like show up, bro. And then when we were at your house and Gabrielle was like, so, what do you think about a phobia? I was like, that's it. That's the queen right there. That's the queen, Tisha. That's it. Because I remember I texted you. I was like, yo, I see her and she's beautiful. Because I was like, I'm thinking about you manifesting your queen, bro. And I'm like, I see her. She's beautiful. And, bro, and then of course, my wife brings up Foamy the homie.
Foamy the homie. I don't know if she gonna be the wife like that, though. You know
What? I mean, but who knows? Who knows, man? That's the thing. That's the beauty of life. But you keep an open mind. You speak things into.
I'm gonna say this though. I'm gonna say this though. I thought in my 30s, bro, that shit was gonna get hard for me. I thought, oh my god, I'm about to be in my 30s, like struggling for opportunities and like, oh my god, I'm gonna be so old and feel so. What am I gonna do? And it's like, I really feel poppy. I feel mad poppy still. Like I feel, you know, like I need to write a song called Mad Poppy still. Like I still feel really like, you know, juicy. And that's, you know, and you gotta appreciate it too, because like I think I was so scared that I was gonna get here and not feel juicy. Like, oh my God, you know, I better hustle in my 20s because when I get to my 30s, and then I look at the good people, like the really good people, them niggas damn near 60. A lot of them, like the people that we love, that we want to be like, and like, that we've been watching our whole lives, they're continuing. Yeah. Man, it's not even about your age. Honestly, it's about what you have to offer.
Yep.
Like what you are bringing to the table, what you're willing to do. Like, what are you willing to do? Are you willing to sacrifice that time and that, you know, like, are you willing to, like, be naked in front of people? Are you willing to, you know, because in a lot of ways, like, I feel like we stand up naked in front of people all the time. Like,
bro, talk about it, man.
This is it. This is it, y'all. Like, this is it. And I feel like that's how a lot of art is, you know. And that's the depth of what we do is like, man, if I just keep pushing, I'm going to give somebody the most naked version of me. And somebody's going to fucking appreciate it. And that's why it wakes you up at night, keeps you up at night, you know. So yeah, I'm really but sugar snaps though, bro. I don't know, bro. That really caught me off guard. I don't know, like how to,
bro. No, it's that shit.
So you basically, because you basically just pulled out a whole nother person that I've never heard of or seen before. I've never heard you talk about sugar snap ever. You could.
How was I gonna talk about sugar snaps to the homies?
You could have brought that shit up anytime, bruh. Like, I used to be dress in science class, and I'm just saying, I don't know. Anyway, shame. I would have been less surprised. I felt seen, you know. I felt like I was being seen. I was like, oh shit. I was waiting. I was like, oh, he's showing me a video of one of the S.I.H.K brothers. Okay, this nigga funny. This nigga funny, huh? Okay. Oh, this nigga got jokes. Wait. Oh shit, that's Ace. Oh shit.
Oh my God. Vince said, look what Vince said. Never let sugar snaps die.
Yeah.
Sugar snaps lives on forever. Long live sugar snaps.
Yes, man. I can't can't wait to work with the whole team on something, bro.
Hell yeah, man. It's gonna be cool. Like once we actually have the ability to hire everybody, that's what I'm hype about. Like we can actually pay for people come through. We're gonna do a project and it's all paid for, right? The project is paying for it, and we can make some really dope stuff happen. Because I know if you even just you and I act coming together make something dope. Imagine having you, me, Jeff, Anthony, Deontay, Vin, Raya, Corey, Andrew, Kevon, all of us. Yo, it's gonna be so stupid. If we get everybody, and like people are starting to, a lot of the guys are starting to pick back up with rapping again, and that's what I'm hype about. Because it'll be dope to start making music with everybody. And just like, just bring out the best in everybody, man. That's really all I want to do for the most part. So,
hey man, I think we're gonna do so much stuff, man. We just gotta get more stuff on the calendar for 2022. 2021 is wrapped.
Yeah.
Get more stuff on the calendar for next year, and I can't wait for like I'll probably this is what I always do, like with my time in other places, right? I did this in New York, I'm doing this in LA, and I'm gonna do this with like every goal basically that I set, every large goal. This is what I do with my super objectives, right? So like my super objective in New York was to win a Tony. And I said, I'm going to give myself 2 years to get my foot in the door. And so it took me 6 months to do what I wanted to do in 2 years, which was just to get on Broadway. I just wanted to get, and I did that in 6 months. And so that cut the timeline down tremendously. And so now being here in LA, I'm saying, I'm telling myself, I'm going to give myself 2 years to book a series regular on a television show or a lead in a feature film. 2 years. And the super objective is the Oscar. Super objective in New York was the Tony. And so I won it as a cast member, and so I was able to leave feeling successful. Even though I didn't win it myself, I won it as a cast member, so it was easy for me to make this move. But like now with S.I.H.K brothers, in particular, because you and I have talked about so much, it's hard for me to set that goal because I remember us talking about what when some of the things that you have planned, and so I want to be there for all of that. So it's almost like, do I want to be like it's hard. I'm gonna figure out a 2-year goal though.
Well, we talked about the Grammys, man. We talked about the Grammys last week, and I love the idea of winning an Oscar, and what we're doing with all of our projects this year. I think once 2021 is over, it's going to show the world that we're capable of getting shit done on our own. So you might as well know who we are. Because the whole team is dope. The whole team is dope.
This is crazy too to think about though, real quick, man. Is that the movie that I was in, Miss Juneteenth, that was Channing Godfrey Peoples' first movie, and and like she'll probably get nominated for an Oscar, honestly. In my opinion, just because last year, even though it wasn't like the best of years, some of the best independent films, including that film, and so like we could be independent, man, and like get nominated for something like Blackout, bro.
Yes, bro. I think Blackout. That's what I'm saying, man. I think the stories that we're telling, I think bro, just what we're doing with these songs on this album, our ability to tell stories is so unprecedented that for us to be able to build this from the basic of the basic, I feel like music is the easiest thing that we do, man. It's the easiest thing that I do for me. Like I can write 16 bars. I can write that 3 times, and then I can, write a hook and then write a melody and put it onto a beat, and then I have a song, right? Like that's pretty simple for me in terms of all the things I've been learning how to do over the last 2 decades. Then to add on top of that, it's like we can then not only tell a story with music, we can tell a story with a short film. But not only can we tell a story with a short film, we could tell a story with a feature film. And not only can we tell a story with a feature film, we could tell a story with a period feature film with Penny Candy. Right? And we can tell stories on stage. Like we have such a dynamic level of ability as creators that once 2021 is over and we've actually done it, like we've done the Devil's Advocate successfully for a year, 52 weeks, right? We've gone the whole mile. People will see that we are fucking, like, this is what we do. We'll have a track record. I mean, think about it. This is what, week 9, and think of how the show has already evolved. And what it will evolve into. We haven't even released an album yet, and we got people talking about it. And it's like the fact that we're building hype over just what we're doing now. Like I think that we can win the Grammy, we can win the Oscar, we can win the Tonys, we can do it literally all. And that's what I'm so hype about, man. And end it all off with you finding your queen.
Man, I think that by the time I do, our conversation is going to be so different.
Yep.
You know what I mean? Like I really see the way that we communicate now to change, vastly over.
Yeah.
Because we're already starting, to have different kinds of conversations,
Yeah.
than what we in the past, and like, our relationship is changing and still bonding. So, I think that by the time that woman comes into my life, just because the journey that we're about to go on, I can only imagine, bro, where we go. We might be sitting up somewhere, doing whatever, like. I can't even imagine. Honestly, like I just see us. I see us, man. Like in somebody's high rise, either yours or mine. You know what I'm saying? Like in some weird part of LA that's like right next to the beach, but like still really close to downtown if we need to get there. Like fireplace and like weird satin shirts and talking shit and smoking weed and, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like playing our music and white carpets and white chairs and Gabrielle bringing in vegan food and shit and being vegan food that her recipes and shit. And maybe she just like, so, you know what I'm saying? Like I see it, bro. I really do see it.
I'm here for it, bro.
And I don't think it's just about wealth, honestly, too, because I also see it as like my vision is like collaborative effort with so many people to do so many different things. You know what I mean? Like there's gonna be so many different kinds of people that I'm gonna surround myself with, that I have surrounded myself with, and that's why I'm able to I'm just so glad to be alive. It's what a wonderful time to be alive, bro. What a wonderful time to be alive, to be able to do something like this, like what we doing right now. Even just the fact that this is valuable is fucking crazy.
Yeah.
That we're making something right now, and like choosing to do our art in our way and knowing that it's going to be, man, it's just crazy. What a time. What a time to be alive. Fucking TikTok. What, just like, what a time.
Yeah, yo, making TikToks, yo.
These niggas is making TikToks. This thing got 239,000 likes.
Bro, son, something that I posted, I did a duet as just a test the other day. I just like threw it on, like I did a duet reacting to some video. Bro, why do I have 15,000 likes? And yo, it's crazy. Yeah, it's just water.
Right.
But yeah, man, it was wild. I had like all my shit, and now I got like 2,000 followers on on TikTok. That shit happened like just like that. People don't even know what the fuck I post.
Man, these kids in these relationships, it's like, it's crazy, man. It's like kids are in relationships at like 16 and 17 and getting thousands upon thousands of followers for some silly shit that they do at home on their phone.
Yeah, man.
When I was 16 and 17, bro, I was not getting, no one was watching what I was doing at home, bro. I was
making sugar snaps and pop-ups.
You was making sugar snaps. And back to sugar snaps. Never let sugar snaps die. Never let him die. Man.
Oh shit.
But yeah, man. But what a time, man. What a time to be alive, and what a time to be able to create, and like what a time to be able to just keep doing amazing shit, just however we want to do it, and just I can't stop thinking about being able to do it as a black man. I really can't stop thinking about it. Like, man, I'm so just grateful that I was born in the fucking 80s.
Word.
Damn.
That's great, man. That's great. That's what life is about, man.
Yeah.
That's what life is about. It's about being here. But
being present. Yeah. I told you though, man, we're gonna be the entertainers in the new world. We are the new world entertainment. You feel me? Like, the world is changing.
Mm-hmm.
And the next 10 years they are going to embrace what is Ace and Akron Watson. They are going to embrace.
They ain't gonna have to, because that's what's coming. Well,
I mean, it's not even. Wait, are we leaving? Are we done?
I was thinking it's we coming up on 2 hours. So
yeah, let's go, man. I could play GTA.
Word. But yeah, man. Ladies and gentlemen, it's been a pleasure here at week 9 talking about why now. Why the fuck should we do this now? You should be chasing your dreams right now, because the question is, why not? Why the fuck not? Are you not getting your shit done? You have a vision, you have a dream, go for it. Do it now. We need your ideas. The world needs your ideas. The world needs you to go out and pursue your passion. Pursue your vision. Like we're pursuing ours. We're starting that off March 16th. March 16th, get ready for the album of a lifetime. The S.I.H.K brothers, Ace Anderson and Akron Watson, are dropping the Devil's Advocate album March 16th, available on all platforms. You got to check it out. Go to ashothat.com and you can find all the information about us, or you can go to the Devil's Advocate Live and you can find out everything, man. You got to support. Follow us on Instagram. That's where Akron and I post the most of our content. So if you're not up on our Instagram, then you really aren't following us, to be honest. Like, if you don't follow us on Instagram,
man, we don't never plug the YouTube though.
Yo, the YouTube, go to YouTube at A Shot That. Same. All A Shot That. That's the YouTube.
We need a devil's advocate YouTube though, man, for when we do stuff together. Like I want our YouTube. Us.
So then Akron, why don't you go ahead and start that channel, son?
All right, I'm gonna hook it up, and I'm about to start it with the new edits that you just sent me. Those black edits, I've been dropping those on Instagram. Those are crazy.
Blow.
So I'm gonna start. It's gonna be blacked out for a little while, and then I'm gonna bring the color in when I get ready to. But yeah, not for real. That's gonna be the theme of the YouTube. But anyways, man, thank y'all for like anybody who might have even like joined our private fucking conversation that wasn't too taboo tonight. Wasn't very taboo tonight, but still very informative.
We talk about polyamory. That's pretty taboo.
I did what I could. I do what I can.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's been so real. We'll hit you with the new YouTube channel in a couple of days. We will be releasing the album. We'll be finishing up the album here this week. We still got a couple of songs to fine tune and get mixed and mastered. But the album is starting to sound, or this album is sounding great. So we will see you guys.
Listen to the show. If you just watch the show, like we're playing the music anyways.
We'll see y'all next week on March 8th, where we're talking about the S.I.H.K Brothers. Peace.